So sometimes you just need a quick cake that you can whip together really easily, only requires one cake tin and doesn't require any frosting. And this lemon upside down cake is just that. So start off by preheating your oven to 160°C or 320°F with the fan on, and grease the sides of an 8-inch cake tin. There's no need to grease the bottom, and you'll see why soon. And to grease the sides, I'm just using my homemade cake release. Set this aside for now, and in the meantime, place a saucepan over a medium heat and add in 56 grams or a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter and 80 grams or a 1/3 cup of soft brown sugar. Now just keep gently stirring until all the butter is completely melted, and then once the sugar starts to bubble up in the middle, just give it a little stir and then take it off the heat. This is because we only want it to caramelize just slightly and we don't want it to get too thick. Now you just want to pour the mixture into the cake tin, and then you just want to rotate the cake tin in kind of like a circular motion to help spread the mixture out evenly across the bottom. Now just set your cake tin aside for now, and in the meantime we're going to slice some lemons. So you only need 2 lemons for this recipe, and what I'm going to do first is slice one of them in half and leave 1/2 of the lemon for later, because we're going to need some lemon juice and zest for later on in the recipe. And with the rest of the 1.5 lemons, I'm going to slice them into thin pieces. You just want to make sure your lemon slices aren't too thick, otherwise it might leave a bitter taste in your cake. Any extra kind of, lemon offcuts you can use for something else, but now we're going to choose a really nice round piece for the middle of our cake tin. And then with the rest of the lemon slices, I'm going to slice them in half. Now before we start arranging this into our cake tin, you also just want to make sure that all the seeds are taken out. Now to assemble this, the nice round piece of lemon goes right in the middle, and then the remaining half slices go around the edges of the cake tin, and I just like to kind of overlap them. You can totally decorate this in your own way as well, but this is just how I like to do it. Okay, so the bottom of our cake tin is ready now. It looks so pretty. And now you just want to pop this aside for now, and in the meantime we're going to sift together our dry ingredients. So I've got 180 grams of all-purpose flour, which is 1.5 cups, 11 grams of cornstarch, which is 1.5 tablespoons, half a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, half a teaspoon of ginger powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And then using a whisk, just mix that all together until well combined. Okay, now you just want to set this aside, and in a medium-sized bowl add in 43 grams or 3 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter, 70 grams or a 1/3 cup of unflavored vegetable oil, I use canola oil, 150 grams or 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar, and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. And I'm using the zest from that half lemon that we left aside earlier. And then you just want to use a hand or stand mixer to cream that together for 2 minutes until it's light and creamy. To that, add in 1 egg, and you want to mix it well, so for about a full 10 seconds. Next, add in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, which is also from that half lemon from earlier, and 93 grams or a 1/3 cup of full-fat Greek yogurt. And again, just mix until well combined. Okay, now just get all of your batter off of your attachments because we're going to be doing the rest by hand. Now to finish off, add in your pre-sifted dry ingredients from earlier, and using a spatula, just fold that in until just combined. You want to make sure that the batter is nice and smooth with no streaks of flour running through it, but you don't want to overmix. This batter honestly smells so good. Now once you're done, you just want to evenly distribute the batter on top of our caramel and lemons. And then just tap your cake tin lightly on the counter to remove any large air bubbles. And now this is going to go into the oven for 35 minutes or until a toothpick comes out with only a few moist crumbs on it. So my cake's been cooling in the cake tin for about 15 minutes. It smells so incredibly good. And now I'm just running a thin knife around the edges to release the cake from the cake tin. and then I'm turning it out directly onto my cake stand by placing my cake stand upside down on top of the cake tin, and then holding the top of the cake tin and my cake stand at the same time and flipping it over. And then you're left with the most incredible upside down lemon cake. Now you just want to let this cool for a little while before serving. It is best served a little warm, so you don't need to completely let it cool. And it goes so well with a bit of yogurt on the side or whipped cream. You guys, this cake is just so good. The caramelized top honestly tastes so good, and the lemon cuts through the sweetness really well, so it's just like really nice and well balanced. I've literally almost finished this slice. So that is it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you do give this recipe a go, then don't forget to leave a review on my blog. I really love hearing from you guys, and it really helps my content reach more people. I'll see you in the next video.